Today I'll be unboxing the D23 2026 Gold Membership Kit. This year they stuck with the 3 different tiers of Gold membership. So the first tier you can get is the Essential Plan, which is $49.99 per year. And with that plan, you get the Gold Membership Kit like this one. And this includes your member card, your certificate. It has a pin, a magnet, and a Disney Lorcana card. And with this plan, you also get access to D23 events, as well as D23 merchandise at the Disney store. You can jump up to the Choice Plan for $119.99 per year. And with that plan, you get everything the Essential Plan has. So you get all the event access and the whole membership kit. But then you also get 1 premium item. So you have 4 premium items to choose from. And this year's options are a Sorcerer Apprentice Mickey Mouse statue. You can get a Roosevelt's Disney shirt, or a Loungefly Oswald backpack with some Oswald ears, or you can get a D23 10-pin box set. Or you can also jump up to the complete plan, which is $329.99 per year. And with this plan, you get everything the Essential Plan has, and then you get all 4 of those premium items. So if you like more of those items than just one, then this might be the plan for you. I stuck with the Choice Plan this year, so I have the Gold Membership Kit, and then my premium item that I selected was the pin set. So let's take a closer look at the Gold Membership Kit and the pins. So here is the D23 Gold Membership Kit for 2026, and it is in this kind of a cardboard envelope. So we flip it over and we can open up the flaps, and then we see our coupon and our magnet. So let's grab the magnet first. So they're glued on the side there. And we have the D23 Gold Member Magnet with Pluto. So I believe this is my 5th year, maybe 6th year. So I've got 5 or 6 of these magnets now. Pretty cool. And then on this side, we have, got to be careful with this one so it doesn't rip. We have a $25 off any D23 event, and it shows you where you can redeem it and how to redeem it. I covered mine up so no one can see my code, my coupon code. I'm not planning on going to any D23 events, but hey, you never know, so I'm going to keep this. And then underneath these flaps, we have the other items. So we open those up, and we have our letter, our gold member letter here from Michael Vargo, who's the head of D23 Fan Club. And then behind that, we have our membership certificate here. And I just covered my last name there. And this is signed by Bob Iger, which will be the last one signed by him because he just retired a few weeks ago. So every year it has kind of a different look to it, different frame. I don't have them. I should put them all side by side and see what they all look like. And then down here, just off camera, we have our Lorcana card. And this one is the Mad Hatter. So here we have the card out of the wrapper. So you can see it's the Mad Hatter Unruly Eccentric. We have that rainbow foil back there. And if we look at the bottom, it does say D23, and we got the artist name there. Pretty cool. The back of the card is your standard Lorcana card, and then it did come with this other card, kind of an advertisement for the Lorcana trading card game. And then we have our gold member card. Each year these look different. I do have these on the shelf over here somewhere, so I can put all these side by side so you can see all the different years. One year they had us choose, I think it was 2 years ago, you could choose which one you wanted, and I chose the Star Wars one, but then they changed it. I was expecting them to have the next year, you could choose the other ones, but they change them every year. And then the last thing in this kit is the D23 Gold Member pin. And it says D23 Gold Member at the bottom, and we have a a world, and Mickey is jumping from continent to continent. That is pretty cool. And this is 2 pin posts. Let's see what the back of the pin looks like here. And we have the official D23 2026 logo there. So that is everything you get in the gold membership kit. So you get the pin, the Lorcana card, the membership card, the certificate, your $25 off coupon, and your magnet. And this comes with all of the different gold membership tiers, your essential plan, your choice plan, and your complete plan. You get all of this, as well as your access to D23 events and your access to D23 merchandise that they sell on the Disney Store site. Now we'll take a look at the pin set. So this says D23 Gold Member Pin Set, and it is in this gold tin. And there's not much else to show on the outside of the tin. Just has the D23 logo on the back. So let's open it up. See the pins here. So the lid comes off like that, and they have a little layer of tissue paper there. And then we can see all 10 pins. And I think it's interesting the color choices they use. So they kind of kept it to maybe 6 different colors, and then they just, colored the pins with sticking to those colors. And it's kind of a various characters here. So we have our villain, our only villain on this board is Cruella. So we have the Cruella pin here that's white, red, and navy blue. Very cool. And the next pin, this one, I had no idea who these bears were. So I had to look them up, and they're called the Sunbonnets, and they were part of the Country Bear Jamboree. I don't remember them at all, but yeah, Sunbonnets. Then we have Mickey. You have to have Mickey in a D23 pin set, right? So Mickey's got his top hat on. I like that pose too, that's great. And then down here we have Daisy Duck. That's awesome. And then we have the D23 logo right in the middle. And I like this one. I love how it has the colors they've been using. So you have a blue and a red and a green, and they have them on each letter. I just think that's really cool. And we have Pua. Gotta like Pua. Pua is happy and he's running this way. That's a good one. And then we have Kermit, and Kermit's also wearing a top hat. So we got top hat Mickey and top hat Kermit. That is cool. And we have Dory, who looks like she's trying to remember something, but can't quite remember it. That's cool. And then we have the Mad Hatter. Hey, he made an appearance on the Lorcana card. So we have him on the pins too. And then we end up with Sully. That's awesome. So we have blue and then the pink horns there and pink tongue. Very cool. And I want to show, I was looking at these earlier, and I want to show you 2 things, one good thing and one not so good thing. So one good thing is I'm going to get this out of here, get this card back, and you can see they are all 2 pin posts. That is nice. So that is the good thing here. All of these have 2 pin posts. The bad thing is, when I was getting a closer look at them, and you tip them in the light, right? They look good straight on, but when you tip them in the light, especially with Dory here, you can see in the light that she is very, very streaky. You see all those streaks in the enamel? Really, really deep streaks in that one. And I think Kermit had some big streaks going on there too. A lot of them do have streaks, but it's not only the streaks, but if you look here, they have lots of imperfections. Like there's a scratch right here, and there's a couple of dents or dings right there. So not the smoothest surface here. And I know Cruella had some too. Yeah, you can see in her dress right there at the bottom of her dress, there's a big dent. And then right in the middle of her dress, there's another one. So not the greatest quality on mine. Now, they do different runs of these pins, and so maybe your set won't have those. But most of these, when you really get close to them, they're not at the quality level that I would have expected for a D23 pin set like this. So So that is not great. Let's take a look at the back of one of them really quick. They're probably very similar to the back of the gold member one, where it's just going to have the D23 logo. So let's take a look at this one. So this is the D23 pen. I love this pen. And yeah, so it's just kind of plain gold, and it has the D23 2026 logo on it. Very cool set. So that was the D23 2026 Gold Membership Kit and 10-pin box set. Let me know down in the comments, which was your favorite item that I showed you today? Mine was pretty close. I think I have it down to the D23 pin that's in the box set. I just like the D23 logo, and I like how it has like different colors around the border of the letters and numbers. But I also really love the gold member pin, the one with Mickey, and he's kind of jumping on the, kind of got the globe below him, so it looks like he's jumping from place to place. I like that one too. So those are my two favorite items here. For the premium items, I was trying to choose between the pin set or the Roosevelt shirt, because I don't have any of those shirts. They do kind of look like this kind of style shirt, but then I figured, you know, if I really wanted one of those shirts, I can go to their website and pick like the design I really want versus one that's just chosen for me. So I went with the pin set. And if you remember last year's unboxing, the 2025 gold membership kit, I didn't get my selection in time before my renewal date hit. So I ended up with the default item, and that was the plaque and the Disneyland 70th book. But it ended up being really cool because I've always wanted a little replica of that plaque. And then a few months ago, they did start to sell the pin set, last year's pin set, on the Disney Store site. So I did pick that up. I have it sitting over here that I'll show in a D23 video coming up. So I got the pin set from last year, and now I have the pin set from this year. And I believe the default item for this year is the Sorcerer Apprentice statue. So if you don't get your selection in before your renewal date, then that is the item you will most likely get. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.